Okay, so Retrospect Park, you are a new available area. What do we got? The Old Earth Dam used to generate power, but it has little use now. Destroying it will let the river reclaim the land and delay the VEC. I've never had... Like, I've seen a mission like this before. We have to go destroy a thing, but I've never actually done a mission like this before. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Destroy the dam, let the water loose, flood out a bunch of the VEC. That sounds awesome. We also have to block 3 VEC spawns. So that's a thing to keep in mind. What are these? What is this? The Old Earth Dam. Unaffected by smoke, doesn't matter. Stable, can't be pushed, doesn't matter. It can't move. It is massive, it is submerged. None of those things matter. It has 2 health. So we just have to hit it twice. It's basically like a mountain. But it looks like it's all one unit, so if we just hit either the same spot twice, or if we hit 2 spots, it'll break. I want you over here, because if we punch it once, then it's dead, right? This thing scares me. The Scion sucks too, but at least the Scion won't attack, so 2 things are going to be attacking. So potentially 2 buildings we have to save, so we can maybe spare a single mech to do this. Let's move you closer. This guy has a movement of 3. That's what I was worried about. I don't want our artillery to be close enough that he could theoretically entangle the artillery, web us, because that's like worst case scenario. Anybody else can just shoot it or whatever, but the artillery is just hosed if it gets captured like that, if it gets webbed. Okay, I think this is good. This is what we got. We're doing this anyway. You're gonna go maybe web my tank, probably. Time to make some history. Ooh, okay. That's... Alright. Okay. Only 2 spawns. Let's just do this right now. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Oh. Interesting. I'm going to reset the turn. That was just kind of a for science sort of turn. An experiment. Alright, power limitations mean you can only do this once per battle. But... You ready to do this again? Because it's 4 turns and everything kind of builds up and stacks and can snowball and get out of control very, 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 very quickly and very badly if you let it, if you're not careful. The first turn is by far the most important turn. So I have no issues burning our reset right now on the first turn, because anything that is still alive here gets joined by additional enemies. Any problems we have with this turn, it's just gonna get worse the turn after. So this is fine. Do we want to destroy the dam now? We could just kill these 2 straight up. Alternatively, we could go block a spawn here. You could come here and shoot this one out of the way, and then it would just attack nothing, theoretically. Or it would attack our artillery. Who's going to push this one down? Then you'd attack your friend. I don't know. I don't know what the... I don't know what we want to do here. You're locked in place now. I can't undo your move, so we're in it. This is it. This is what we're doing. Could kill that one. I'd rather just save the buildings, though. A thing worth noting, when you kill a Scion like this that's providing a health buff to everybody, it doesn't remove, like, the rightmost health unit. Like, if we kill the Scion right now, this is not going to have 3 health as a Firefly. It'll only have 2 health. It retains the damage that you've done to it. So, like, it benefits the player a lot, which is super good. Yeah, we've got nothing to do. Just chill. Just hang out, buddy. It's fine. This is just the way it's going to be. It's fine. We're going to take a damage. The artillery mech taking damage is kind of rough because it has the least amount of health in the first place, but, you know, it's just the way it is. Dang it, I was really hoping that this fly would... Well, it doesn't matter because it's flying. Never mind. Blocking spawns is kind of an issue here. We can just kill that. We're gonna break the dam right now. I think that's great. That took out 3 mechs. You know, I always thought a river would look nice in that region. And Isla can still take a turn, so we could still move her here. That's gonna be a problem, though. Oh, and I could have shot the Scion first. If we do that, though, you're going to take 2 damage. That's a lot of damage to take in 1 turn. We do need to block a bunch of Vec from spawning, though. And I am assuming that nothing's going to spawn here. I think we just wiped out a spawn point. We can do 2 damage by knocking you into the mountain, but we're still going to take 2 damage, which is rough. Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Let's see. I don't want to block a spawn with you because you're already in a bad situation. I wish I could just have you repair. Oh, yeah, that was the bonus health. Oh, dang it. Well, you know what? Our artillery can repair. And you're going to block a spawn and still repair, and then you're just going to take a damage. That'll be okay. Maybe I should have staggered you more? I don't know. Okay, good. No scorpions. Good, good, good. We don't have to worry about being webbed or anything. That's amazing. You're going to shoot first, so you could theoretically kill your friend, or not, because we could just kill you. Who? What are we at experience-wise? What's the deal here? Tank mech? That's 3. That's pretty awesome. I like it. Watery Grave, that was an achievement. If we pause, yeah, here we go. So, time playing, progress on the islands, number of victories, or like, types of victories, I guess. And then there's these squad achievements. If you've played FTL, this stuff's going to look pretty familiar to you. Watery Grave, drown 3 enemies in water in a single battle. Ramming speed, kill an enemy from 5 or more tiles away with a dash punch. And then complete the first island. So every squad, every group has kind of their own recommended achievements. There's also just all the other achievements in the game. Achievements are important because you earn coins, a currency that you use to unlock the other mech groups. So, you know, pretty cool, pretty cool. I had to make sure not to punch it into the building. And she would only do 1 damage, so it wouldn't die anyway. Yeah, we're good. Yay! We did it! I hope my family in Archive was watching. It was painful to watch that historic monument fall. I hope it was worth the sacrifice. I think it was. I think it helped us clear out a whole group of Vec on that one turn. That was pretty great. That was cool. That was fun. I like the dam. That's my favorite now. I want more of those. Okay, so we've done our 3 missions. We have one more, a 4th mission, and then we're done with the island-ish, kind of. Not quite, but... Man, I'm bummed that we actually took a damage earlier. That was very unfortunate. So we can go for a reputation and more power. It's pretty cool. Or we could go for 2 reputation and be greedy and try to get more money. A reactor core to upgrade your mech costs 3. So we could theoretically buy 2 reactor cores. Weapons usually cost 2. Something could be on sale for 1. I don't know if there's things that cost 3 or things that only cost 1. I don't know. We'll also get a little bit when we do like the boss mission, the actual final mission for the island. Because yes, there's always a boss mission. Defend the train sucks. Defend the satellite launches? I've never done this sort of thing either. These satellites were recovered from orbit a long time ago, but they should still function well enough to help us detect Vec activity across the island. Yeah, it could be fun. Yeah, that could be fun. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. They each have 2 health. Satellite rocket. Can't move. They're not powered, so they're not going to do anything on their first turn. They're stable, so they can't be moved around. We'll soon see if that archive maintenance paid off when that rocket launches. And when they launch... Satellite launch, any class weapon. Launch a satellite into space, destroying the surrounding area. So it looks like they're going to trash whatever is standing next to them when they take off. That's awesome. Oh, this is going to be fun, I can tell. Yeah, so where do we want to put our mechs? I think that's okay. I think that's good. Maybe move you... No, because you can move 3 spaces, so you can go anywhere right now. That's good. Ooh! Delivery just showed up on the sensors. It's a time pod! It's vital that we obtain that pod. It may hold something that'll help us win the war. Well, of course they're going to go after the... Gosh, you really want that satellite, don't you? So we have a new secret bonus objective that just popped up. Protect the time pod. It is destroyed if it's damaged or if the enemy steps on it, if they end their turn on it. Collect it with a mech or defend it until the Vec retreats. We can literally just go stand on it and then it's ours and we have it and we get it. I don't know if we can afford to do that right now because we have a bit of a mess on our hands. What's the attack order? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. If we shoot here, you're going to be shooting the mountain. Each of these can take a hit. If worst comes to worst, we can just let them each take a hit. I'd rather not. And they're not powered, so they're not going to do anything this turn. We'll know when they're going to launch. But you would be not a threat. We could push you over here without you taking any damage. You're still going to shoot this way, though, which could be a bit of a problem. Man, I wish that you did more than 2 damage. Okay, because of the attack order, Scorpion's going to attack first, then the Firefly. If we come here and push the Scorpion over this way, it'll attack nothing. If we shoot our artillery in the middle here, after the Scorpion attacks nothing, it's only going to have 1 health from the push from the mech. It'll be shot at by the Firefly, and it'll just die on its own. I was really hoping we could do something more useful with this mech. I was hoping we could get the time pod. Is there anything better for us here? I would kill one. It would leave these two alive. The time pod being out in the open is still very scary to me. So if we undo all the movements... What else do we have? I mean, you're the only one that can get the time pod, right? And it doesn't, you know, we can't secure the time pod and then, hooray, we got it, and then undo. Nope, you don't get to keep it. It doesn't work like that. You know, the undo is a full, actual undo. So the other thing that I would like would be if we knock this one over, planted our artillery here, or our tank here, and then shot it this way. But because we could block a spawn point. But that's just not realistic. I'm running through all these different options. If we move you here and shoot this way, and then move you here and then you punch it, then this one's still going to take a damage. I don't know. We get the time pod, we kill this one, we artillery this one off to the side so it doesn't hit anything. Is that okay? Is that okay to let it take a damage early on the first turn? I don't know. We would get the time pod, we would kill one of the Fireflies. We'd have the Weber to deal with, which is the most annoying of the two. Can we risk having the time pod just out for a turn? I think we have to. I think this is the most effective thing that we can do. I think this is just the best turn. And I think you just kind of have to hang out and not do anything. Because if I park you here for any reason at all, you're taking 3 damage and then you're dead. If we shoot this one, we could kill it, then you're going to hit the building. If you shoot you back this way, you're going to hit that thing, then you're just not doing anything. Yeah, this is just what we got. Let's move you up a space, just so you're closer to the action, and then let's hope that everything works out and we don't lose the time pod, because if we lose the time pod, then that's real bad for us, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, it looks like the first one's ready to launch. Oh no. Because it's going to take the time pod. That's a garbage location for a time pod. Oh no. And the forest is on fire here. So if we move here, we're going to be on fire and we're going to take a damage. We could do this though. This is a possibility. NPC actions are going to be after everything. So it's going to detonate after all the enemies attack. So I can't leave the bug here. I mean, it's going to take a damage. It'll still launch. So we could theoretically leave you there. We're not going to. Here's what we're going to do. Because I'm going to move here and I'm going to grab the time pod. Let's just undo everything. You're going to go first. We got to get that time pod. We've got it. Do we punch you? You take 2 damage. You'd be up here. We have to shoot the artillery here to knock our own mech out of the way, right? To get out of the blast zone, because we're not gonna let Ralph die. It'll push this one away too, so sadly it won't die to the nonsense. But that's just what we have to do. Okay, here's the question. Shoot here for damage, push you out of the way, push this one out of the way, then these two Vec are still alive. Or... he punches it this way. We shoot here, push our own mech forward. These two are still alive. This one's gonna hit the satellite, but the satellite's just gonna take it out. Then one Vec dies. I think that's the way to go. We will take a damage from the Firefly shooting us. But I think that is the way to go. We also could have... no, we couldn't have. Never mind. Yeah, that clears an extra Vec off the field, so I think that's the best option here. And then we still have to deal with this one. So if we move here, this Firefly is shooting harmlessly at nothing. We're going to be on fire, which is really, really unfortunate. That's actually really bad. And we're going to have two new things spawning, so we're going to have 5 Vec to deal with. A bunch of them only have 1 health, so if they're adjacent to things, we could knock them into each other and take a bunch of them out all at once, but this is still going to be a rough turn. Yeah, being on fire is awful, and we're just on fire until we put it out, I believe. So I got to be careful of that. I got to be very, very careful of that. Alright, blast off. That's a dead bug. Oh no, a Scion. Well, at least you're not going to be attacking things, but this is just awful. Okay, you're attacking me. Huh. Oh, and it's not launching yet either. It's going to launch next turn, I guess. Oh, and this one's not attacking. It couldn't shoot anything. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. I need you to get the heck out of there. So come over here and punch this one for 2 damage. It's dead. The Firefly, or the Hornet's not doing anything. We are going to take a damage from blocking the spawn, but also anything that we deal with on this turn is just that's it. That's all the Vec. There's nothing else that's going to show up. We have to deal with this one. This one's going to be a problem. So maybe you... shoot here? And then the forest will also be on fire. And then our artillery also shoots here. Yeah, and then you get killed by the Hornet. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yes. You can take another damage. That's fine. Oh, you can't take another damage. That's not fine because you're on fire and you're going to crash into the wall when I do this. So we should have done that first. That's okay. That's okay. Forgot about the whole knocking you into a wall thing. So if we do like... yeah, no, you need to go here. Don't move that one yet, right? Just do 1 mech at a time. Because if I do a punch here, then I can't undo your movement if I need to. Just gonna play it safe, especially because I just used the undo. So if you're here... oh, right, you're still gonna take damage. We have to push this one away. This one's not attacking. So it'll be there, it'll be on fire. Oh. We could have you move here, shoot this one forward. It'll take another damage. Then this collision will kill the fly. This will be at 1 health. You'll just be moved out of the way. You're going to shoot a mountain. Maybe that's better. Then you at least die in the collision. Or we just repair. Don't kill you. This one gets pushed over and it gets... No, because it's only going to take 1 damage. Yeah, no, that's... Man, maybe we just remove the fire. No, because nothing else is going to spawn. No, we just need to remove that fire. I like not being on fire. You're gonna hit your friend for 1 damage. It's okay. We have 4 Vec to deal with next turn, but it's okay. I think we'll be okay. And then the rocket's gonna launch too. Yay! Fire damage hurts the Vec too, not just me. Dang. That fire damage kind of messed me up a little bit. That's okay. I am very concerned about you. We just still have another turn. Oh, this is the last turn. Haha. I was right. Okay, we can just let this happen. There's nothing here that we need to worry about. It's fine. The downside is it's preventing us from maybe killing more Vec and getting more experience. Also, we have no way of dealing with you. It would have to be the artillery, which means you would have to shoot that one. So we have to kill this one. That's fine, we can do this. Our cannon can only reach the fly here, the Hornet. Firefly, the only unit that can push it away and save the building is going to be the artillery. That's our only option. Which means that the only way to deal with this, because our cannon's either going to knock it into the building or knock it this way, at which point it's going to hit the other building instead. But it's taken 1 point of damage so far, so 1 more would kill it if we took out the Scion. So we kill the Scion first. Easy enough. Now you only have 1 health. Now you're dead. You are going to take fire damage at the start of your turn, actually. So if we just shoot it, it'll die before it gets to shoot the rocket. You will also die before you shoot the rocket. Or before you shoot the building. You know what I mean. Whatever. Perfect. That was actually great. That was so good. Fire damage. Fire damage. Erupt. Blast off. Woohoo! Not a single Vec on our sensors. We killed all the Vec, which is great. Most important, we defended both satellites, and we got the time pod. Privately, I was always sad seeing those satellites sitting on it, or sitting in a display. Privately, I was always sad seeing those satellites sitting in a display up in space, helping mankind. That's what they were meant for. Got a bunch of experience points. Time pod. What's in the pod? What's in the pod? Ta-da! A reactor core. We can upgrade our mechs now. One of them, we can upgrade a mech. Warning, seismic activity. Hive leader drawn out by your offensive against the Vec. The Hive leader is assaulting the corporate headquarters. So we need to deal with that. A Firefly leader. Gross. We also have 1 reactor core. So we can install the reactor core. Oh, by the way, here, we haven't looked at this. This is our mech. Hello, mech. We have all of them. Ralph. Ralph starts with experienced. Ralph always is experienced. Ralph gets the 2 bonus experience per kill. Ralph, you are a named fancy pants mech pilot. The other 2, Isla and Ilona, they don't have their own starting bonus, like I said before, and they get their 2 random skills when they level up. It's just like a random roll. I've seen free reactor core points, I've seen grid defense, I've seen free mech movement, and I've seen free mech health. I don't know if there's anything else they could get. I don't see anything else that would really make sense. You can also always test your mech. Now, if we install a point of power, you know, think FTL if you're somebody who's played that game before, or who is familiar with it. We can install a reactor core. You can also undo this, like, until we kind of set it in stone and move on, then, you know, this is all, we can just experiment if we want. We get 1 power, and you can see, like, there's 1 power in the Titan's Fist. That's the default power that we have to power it up. To give it the dash punch, where you can move, and then your attack is charge forward until you hit something and then punch it for 2 damage and knock it away. That requires 2 power. And then to do 2 extra damage, so 4 damage per punch instead of only 2, doubling our damage output, that needs 3 power. And you can mix and match. Like, we can put something in health right now. It's power, like FTL. Later on, we could remove it from the power and put it in move. Or later on, when we get another reactor core, we could yank it out of whatever and put it in dash. So, like, we got options. We got options. I think being able to move around a lot more in this mech, this is our damage dealer, right? We do 2 damage here. Being able to move around and hit more things is, like, really important. I really, really like that. You can also test your mech if you're, like, you have your 2 weapons, right? Everybody only has 1 right now, but there's another slot for another weapon. So you can keep that stuff in mind. If we undo all of that, though, what else can we do here? 1 extra point of damage in our cannon, so you'd be doing 2, but that's 2 power, so that doesn't really matter. You know, I don't know. Good options, good things, cool things. I just health and movement, everybody has those options. And then whatever the weapon upgrades are, they're going to be specific to the weapon, as you might expect. This could be good, though. Buildings are immune to the artillery. 1 point of damage. If you shoot a building, it'll push everything away, and it doesn't damage the buildings. That would be really nice. That would be really, really nice. And then the extra damage is also, you know, amazing, but 1 point of power could go there. I think movement is, like, my favorite upgrade. I really, 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 really like having my mechs being able to move around more. It just guarantees that we have more options. We had the one mission where we took the point of damage. I think it was Remembrance Point. We took a point of grid damage just because I couldn't move around to get to one of the enemies. Like, we just had no way of moving around. We were blocked by one of the other Vec. So, you know, movement. I'm not going to say that it would have saved us in that situation, but it certainly helps. And yeah, so there we go. These other regions were destroyed by the Vec. You have to go back to the corporate headquarters now, and then your bonus objectives for all of the headquarters boss missions are always the same. Destroy whatever the boss Vec is, whatever the leader is, and then save the tower. Gotta save the corporation. Corporate headquarters, gotta protect it.